Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to second PUC accountancy online classes. In previous class we have solved problem without adjustment of capitals. Today we will move on to problem with the capital adjustments. Page number 54 of your question bank. Problem number 1, that is problems with capital adjustments. First problem. Let me read out the problem and we will analyze and then we will solve the problem. Narang, Suri and Bajaj are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the proportion of 1/2, 1/6 and 1/3 respectively. See, if you take these ratios as it is, makes no difference, but still if you bring it to the common denominator, 6 is the common denominator, so it will become 3:1:2 because 1/2 means 2 3s are 6, so numerator will be 3 and 1/6 remains as it is. 1/3, 3 2s are 6, so 2, so it will become 3:1:2, not 3:2:1. Don't get confused. In examination sometimes they will give you like B and A are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 2:1. What you will do, you have the habit of A and B are partners, right? You will write 2 for A and 1 for B, then your entire solution will be wrong. So sometimes intentionally they will do like that. B and A are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio 2:1. So B share will be 2 and A share will be 1. So try to understand the problem while reading itself. Reading problem is also a skill. If you misunderstand the problem and if you solve the problem, then entire solution will go wrong and you may score a big 0. So be careful. 12 marks problem matters a lot. Spare your time, maybe 2 or 3 minutes to read and understand the problem. It is not a waste of time. If you mug up, if you hurry up and if you solve the problem without understanding it properly, you will spare half an hour and ultimately if big 0 is awarded, do you think you have done justice? No, right? So better spare your time for reading the problem also. Yes, respectively the balance sheet on 1st April 2018 was as follows. Bills payable, sundry creditors, you know it very well, normal liabilities, reserves, you know what to do. Reserves are to be distributed among the partners, all the partners, right? All the partners, including the retiring partner. So you should distribute it in the ratio of 3:1:2. Remember. So by reserves on the credit side of capital account, right? Capital accounts, so opening balance of capitals by balance brought down, you have to write this amount, right? Yes. Then see, balance sheet is given in a reverse way, that is least liquid to most liquid. They have followed that order. You can write the balance sheet in this fashion also, no problem at all, but it should be in order. Least liquid, then lesser least liquid, like that you have to go in the order. So at the end you have to enter the most liquid, that is cash in hand, or if your cash in hand is not there, cash at bank will come at the end. So like that you have to present the balance sheet, but better to present in your normal way, that is most liquid to least liquid. Follow that system, it's better. So here let me take up asset side. Freehold premises, least liquid one is an asset, fixed asset, right? Machinery, furniture, stock, debtors, there is a provision. PBD is there, RBD, the old concept, it is reserve for bad debts, it is not there. Now provision for doubtful debts, we call it as provision for doubtful debts, that's all. So PBD it is 1000 and cash. Bajaj retires, the third partner retires who has 2/6 share, right? 2/6 share, he retires, and terms of that is retirement will be Freehold premises and stock are to be appreciated by 20% and 15% respectively. Freehold premises by 20% and stock by 15%, it has been appreciated, increase in the value. Machinery and furniture are to be depreciated by 10% and 7% respectively. So machinery 10%, furniture 7%. We have to depreciate. So depreciation will appear on the debit side of revaluation account and should be deducted from the concerned assets in the balance sheet. Then appreciation, first point, that is a profit to the business, increase in the value of asset. So should be entered on the credit side of revaluation account and should be added to the concerned asset in the balance sheet. Then bad debts reserve is to be increased to rupees 1,500. How much bad debt is already there? 1,000, correct? In the balance sheet 1,000 is there. They told us to increase it to 2, not by. 2 means that is the final PBD. That should be the final PBD. So it should be increased to 1,500 means you are increasing rupees 500. That's all. Already 1,000 is there. You are increasing it to 1,500 means what? Additional PBD created is the difference. That is 500 rupees. So that should be entered on the debit side of revaluation account and it should be deducted from the debtors in the balance sheet. So in the balance sheet we have to deduct 1,500 from the debtors. That's all. Not 1,500 plus 1,000. Students understand in that way. Sometimes they deduct 2,500 in the balance sheet. So that is not a way. So final PBD should be deducted. That's all. Final PBD is 1,500 here. So debtors inner column minus PBD 1,500. That's all. Clear. Goodwill is valued at rupees 21,000 on Bajaj's retirement and it is written off. Goodwill is to be created and written off. Creating goodwill means goodwill account to all partners capital account including retiring partner. So we have to credit goodwill to all partners capital account by goodwill. Then it is to be written off. How to write off? We have to write off the goodwill by debiting continuing partners capital account. Here Narang and Suri are the continuing partners. We have to give debit to their capital accounts in their new profit sharing ratio. Because goodwill is created to its full value, not to the extent of retiring partner share. If it is created to the extent of retiring partner share, then it should be debited in their gain ratio. Are you getting me? Yes. So here, as goodwill is created to its full value, we have to write it off by debiting continuing partners capital account in their new profit sharing ratio. Right? Yes. Then, whether goodwill will appear in the balance sheet? No. Because when goodwill is written off, goodwill account gets closed. There will not be any balance in goodwill account. So goodwill will not appear in the new balance sheet. Make sure of these things. See the last adjustment. The continuing partners have decided to adjust their capitals in their new profit sharing ratio. Whether new profit sharing ratio is given? No. But we can conclude that old ratio itself is the new ratio. That can be done. Then, after retirement of Bajaj, surplus deficit, if any, in their capital accounts will be adjusted through cash. Listen me friends carefully. Total capital of the firm is not given in the problem. On which basis we have to decide the capital of new firm is also not given in the problem. So in such cases, we cannot adjust the capital. So the problem is technically wrong. The last adjustment is not correct. They must give the total capital of the firm is 1 lakh or 80,000, which should be distributed among the continuing partners in their new profit sharing ratio, and surplus or deficit should be adjusted through cash. That is the correct adjustment. So they must give the capital. In case of admission, we can decide if such adjustments are there, then in case of admission, we can decide on the basis of the capital brought in by the new partner towards capital. Suppose C is admitted as a new partner, he brings 50,000 as capital and his share is suppose 1/4, then we can decide the total capital of the firm, that is 50,000 into 4/1. So it will become 2 lakh and we can distribute easily among the partners in their new ratio. But here, as the total capital of the firm is not given, this last adjustment has no meaning at all. So what we will do is, let us do one thing, let us solve this problem by ignoring this adjustment. Capital adjustment part will be neglected and the problem will be solved. We will solve in that way, and answer given is wrong. That is, when we solve by ignoring this, you will get a different answer. Revaluation, you will get the correct answer, but balance sheet total and capital balances will come as wrong. A different figure we will get. No problem. I think while giving the problem, while printing, there's a typographical error may be there. We never know what it is actually. So they might have given one sentence may be missing. That is, a capital is given in the adjustment, but it is missing while typing. It is overlooked, I think. Whatever it is, let us forget that adjustment, because such problems will come again later. There we will solve the problem in a proper way by doing capital adjustment. Clear? So last adjustment, point number E, we will ignore now for the time being and we will solve the problem. Clear? Yes. Now let us solve the problem. Revaluation account. Revaluation account. Start. Write the heading. Revaluation account. Yes. Let's solve this problem. Let us solve. So, debit credit is a must. Debit credit is a must. And write the column headings, particulars. Then, if possible, provide for JF column, so that you will be safe, friends. If you provide one more small column, makes no difference. Just 5 to 10 seconds of your time. That's all in the exam. If they deduct 1 mark instead of 100, if the student scores 99, how the student will feel? There's a lot of difference between 99 and 100, right? That is 85%, and suppose 510 is distinction, 85%. If someone scores 509, whether it is distinction? No. 84 point something, 84.8 or 9 something it comes, but still the student will get first class, not distinction. Remember. So instead of losing 1 mark for small error, better don't give scope for the evaluator to deduct the marks. Be perfect. Even if they search for 1 hour, they should not get a single mistake. If that is the presentation, then how to deduct marks? Right? Yes. Now, let us move on. I will take up debit side first. To machinery account. To machinery account. How much? 10%, right? 30,000 is the machinery value. 30,000 into 10%. Show the calculation. Right there, depreciation. Depreciation. Wasn't it? 3,000. 3,000. Then furniture account. To furniture account. Furniture account, again depreciation. 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 12,000 into 7%, right? Yes, it is. 12,000. Show the calculations. 7%. 840. 840. Then PDD increased to provision for doubtful debts account. I will write provision for doubtful debts account. Doubtful debts account, right? Right here 1500 minus already existing provision 1500 new PBD, isn't it? Old PBD 1000, so deduct and write the difference 500. Then what? That's all on the debit side. Move on to the credit side. By freehold premises, account, freehold premises account, how much? 40,000 into 20%, right? 40,000 into 20%. So 8,000. It will be 8,000. Then by stock account, there is increase 15%, right? Yes, 15%. Freehold premises appreciation, write it. Then here stock account increase, it is not appreciation because it is current asset, so write increase, not appreciation. What's the percentage? 15%. Value was 22,000. 22,000 into 15%. Calculate and show the figure in outer column 3,300, right? Yes, it is. Now, no other items to be entered. Close it. See which side is greater. Credit side is greater. 8,000 plus 3,300, 11,300. Write the total 11,300. Write the same total on the other side. That is 11,300. Isn't it? Now, find out the difference. Transfer it to capital accounts of all the partners, including retiring partner. So, 6,960 is the difference. 6,960 divided among all the partners to all partners capital account. Capital accounts. Underline it. Put a colon. Write the names. I will write in short form. You should write in full. Narang, Suri and Bajaj. Right? Narang, Suri and Bajaj. So, share it among them in their old profit sharing ratio. I will write it as 6,960 into 3 by 6. 6,960 into 1 by 6 and 6,960 into 2 by 6. Remember, don't do mistakes here. How much it will be? Write the amount in inner column 3480. Then 1160. Then 2320. So 3,480, 1,160 and 2,320, right? So right here, profit on revaluation, balancing figure. Don't write revaluation account. That is, we revalue on revaluation, we will get this profit. So it is not revaluation account. Revaluation account is prepared to do the revaluation. Remember. So don't write their account. Clear? Yes. Now let us move on to the next part, that is combined capital accounts of partners. Accounts of partners provide 3 columns each on either side. Yes, 3 columns each. Write debit credit. It is an account. Combined capital accounts. Account means debit credit. Must be there. Otherwise, they will deduct marks. Particulars. Then write the names. I will write in short form. You just write in full. Narang rupees, Suri rupees, and Bajaj rupees. Narang, Suri, and Bajaj. On either side, yes. Draw the columns, do it fast. Let us start with the starting point. Which is the starting point? Opening balance, right? Which side we should enter? Debit side or credit side? Is there any confusion now? I told you which is the deciding factor. All liabilities will have credit balances. All assets will have debit balance. This capital always appears on the liability side. So it must have which balance? Credit balance, right? So enter on the credit side by balance brought down. By balance brought down. Write the balances. How much? 40, 20 and 28. 40,000, 20,000 and 28,000. 28,000. Correct? Then there is reserve on the liability side. I already told you should be credited to partners. All partners reserves. Write old ratio, that is 3:1:2. Correct? By reserves, how much? 6,000, 2,000, 2,000 and last partner 4,000. 6, 2 and 4. Then refer revaluation account. There is a profit. We have transferred profit to all partners capital account. Journal entry is revaluation account debtor to all partners capital account. Correct? So all partners capital account is credited by revaluation account. Revaluation account. Write within bracket profit. There is a profit on revaluation. So amount is 3480. 3480, 1160, 1160 and 2320. 2320. Then anything else? Now we have to create goodwill in the books of the firm. To create goodwill, we have to give credit to all partners capital account. Correct? So by goodwill account, created old ratio OR, how much? 3:1:2, right? Yes, that is 10,500, 10,500, 3,500, 3,500 and 7,000. Is that correct? Total goodwill is how much? 21,000. 21,000. So distributed in their old ratio. That's all. Know the entries on the credit side. Moving on to the debit side. This goodwill is to be written off. It should be eliminated from the books. So what to do? We have to give debit to continuing partners capital account in their new profit sharing ratio. Remember, because goodwill is created to its full value, so we have to debit it in their new ratio. If the goodwill is created to the extent of retiring partner share only, Bajaj share only, then the goodwill should be written off in their gain ratio. Remember. So here to goodwill account, entry is partners capital account debtor to goodwill account is writing of the goodwill. Goodwill account, right here, NR, new ratio. What is the new ratio? As the new ratio is not given and even the gain ratio is not given, we have to treat the old ratio itself as the what? New ratio, isn't it? So how much? 3:1. 3:1. 3:1. That is their ratio. Then, what else? That's all. Anything is mentioned regarding payment to retiring partner? Nothing is mentioned, correct? So what we have to do? We have to close this account and the entire balance should be transferred to his loan account. Bajaj's loan account is to be created and it should be entered on the liability side of the balance sheet, new balance sheet. So let us close the account first. Close it. $59,980. 59,980, 26,660, 660, and 41,320. 41,320. So 59,980, 26,660, 41,320. Yes, now close it. Goodwill account written off in the new ratio how much? 15,750, 15,750 and 5,250, 5,250. Now finalize, nothing in Bajaj's account. So close Bajaj's account by transferring it to his loan account 41,320. There is no debit entry, so entire amount should be transferred to his loan account. So pass the entry to Bajaj's loan account. Bajaj's loan account. Right there, transferred balancing figure. Balancing figure. Balancing figure. Then close these partners' capital accounts and bring down the balance. Find out what is the difference because there is a debit entry. So deduct and write the difference. If we deduct, that will be 44,230, 44,230 in Narang's capital account. Then 21,410, 21,410 in, that is Suri's capital account, right? So right here, to balance carried down. To balance carried down. This is balancing figure, friends. Yes. Now what should be done? One more entry should be written. What is that? Forgot? No. By balance brought down, right? By balance brought down. By balance brought down, write the same amount in Narang's and Suri's account, right? So it will be 44,230, 44,230 and 21,410, 21,410. That's all, it's done. Now let us move on to the last part, that is balance sheet. Right here, balance sheet of Narang and Suri. Narang and Suri as on, see the date in the problem. So it should be 1st April, right? 1st April 2018. April 1st 2018. Don't think beyond, like in the balance sheet is given on 1st April 2018. Don't write here 2nd April, okay? Always balance sheet starts on the first day of any month for that matter. Mostly April to March, that is the concept. January, December concept is no more, it's not there. But if in the problem, if it is given by mistake, then you have to solve and you have to write the same date. Don't hesitate for that. Write 31st December, no matter. You see the problem and as per the problem your answer should be. It is not that you will think beyond and you will do something else. then the evaluator will do something else and you will score less. Remember, that will happen. So, after Bajaj's retirement, within bracket, after Bajaj's retirement, yes. Draw the columns, write column headings. No debit credit. Remember, this is a statement of assets and liabilities. This is not an account at all. Liabilities amount in rupees, assets amount in rupees. Write the column headings quick. Do it fast. Yes, cash. Is there any cash movements? Refer your capital accounts. No, in partner's capital account, there is no cash movement, no cash entries. So, cash remains as it is, no change. 7,000, right? Then, sundry debtors. There is a change, enter it in inner column, 20,000. 20,000 less PBD. They told final PBD should be how much? 1,500. Increase PBD to 1,500. Correct. So deduct that amount only. 18,500 is the net amount. Write it in outer column. Then comes stock. No change as it is, I think. No, there is increase. Inner column 22,000. There is an increase. This is not appreciation. This is increase, decrease or increase in stock. Remember, don't write appreciation, depreciation. 3,300, refer there. 15%, right? At 15%, 3,300. Add it together and write the amount. 3,300. So 25,300. 25,300, right? Then furniture, next asset. I am going as per the liquidity order. I am going in a reverse way. Observe this. Furniture, 12,000. 12,000. There is depreciation, right? Deduct it, minus depreciation. What is the percentage of depreciation? Furniture, 7%. So, at the rate of 7%, 840, correct. Deduct it and write the net amount, 11,160. Then, next asset is machinery. Machinery, there is a change. So, inner column 30,000. What happened with machinery? There is a decrease, there is a depreciation 10%, right? Minus depreciation. Depreciation at the rate of 10%. So 3,000, correct. While writing balance sheet, you just see the revaluation account. You will get all the adjustments here. So while writing the asset, see whether there is a change. If it is depreciation, deduct, appreciation, add. Very simple, friends. So 27,000, correct. 27,000. Then what else? Freehold premises. Freehold premises. There is a change, inner column. So 40,000. 40,000. Add appreciation. Add appreciation. Appreciation at the rate of 20%. At the rate of 20%. How much? 8,000, right? Yes, it is. So 48,000 added together. Most common mistakes. Students will write 8,000 here, they will deduct and they will write 32,000, but it is add, appreciation. Be sure of these things. Don't do silly mistakes. Yes, asset side is done. Goodwill will not come. I already told you, because goodwill is written off. There is no balance in goodwill account. So it will not appear. Clear? Moving on to the liability side, bills payable. No change. Write it as it is. How much? 12,000. Then creditors. No change. Write it as it is. How much? 18,000. Correct. That's all. No other liabilities. Are there any other liabilities? Yes, there is one more. Which one? See here, Bajaj's loan account, right? It's a liability. We are supposed to pay the final balance to Bajaj. It is kept as loan. So, partner's capital account debtor to Bajaj's loan account. So, here loan account will appear. Loan account of Bajaj or Bajaj's loan account you can write. How much? 41,320. See his capital balance. That itself is the loan. We didn't pay anything to Bajaj, right? No, capitals. Capitals. Write it. Narang and Suri. Right there. Balance brought down. Narang, Suri. Whatever is brought down, that itself is their capital balances here. 44,230. 230. And 21,410. 410. So it will be how much? 65,640. 65,640. That's all. See whether it agrees or not. It must agree, and it agrees. Yes. Write the total. Final total is 136,960. If you refer the answer in your question bank, it will be different, because last adjustment I told you there is a mistake. So we just ignored that adjustment and we have solved the problem, right? So 136,960 is the total of balance sheet. Yes. This is how a problem should be solved with this goodwill created and written off. Next problem, there is capital is given. No, there is also capital balance is not given. There is something different. In third problem, that is problem number 3, there is a capital adjustment. We will solve it in a proper way, because all the information given are fine enough for us to solve the problem, right? So for this problem is solved. Take assignment problem. Solve the same problem as assignment and submit on time. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.